Alrighty. Hello, friends. I hope you guys are good. I am currently setting up the stream right now. Alright, I think we're good. Hello, friends. This is MZ4250, and thank you for joining my live stream. Also, hey, happy St. Patty's Day. So, top of the morning to you and all that. Today, I just feel like making whatever I feel like. So, you know what? I'm gonna make myself a hive mind. This is from MCDM. It is an upcoming monster book that they are working on. And the files will be free. I've gotten permission from them to make models based off of their works, and of course they will always be free because that's how I roll. So you know what, why not? So I'm just gonna go ahead and make an Overmind, and you know, we'll see how it turns out. Probably should come out pretty good. Anyway, so this is gonna require a lot of sculpting, obviously. I think I'm going to make the version that doesn't have this metal plate thing. I'm just going to make the regular version. This metal plate version could be something I'll make some other time probably, because it's a whole different object. So I'll just make the, you know, regular bulbous one, because whatever. So let's go ahead and have some fun. So I have here this lovely sphere that I'm going to be working on. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Let's start by adding some more geometry to this guy, and then we'll smooth him out a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and start sculpting just the most basic forms on this guy. So let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, let's go and make this guy into a thing. Anyway, well, yeah, hope you guys are good. I'm doing pretty good. It's St. Patty's Day. Woo! I'm probably gonna go to like a pub later or something. Maybe, I don't know. Hang out with some friends. Something silly. Nothing crazy. Definitely am not gonna drink a lot like how I used to when I was younger, that's for sure. No, sir. But yeah, it's St. Patty's Day. Wit. So yeah, I don't know what I'll do. Probably just hang out with some friends. No, that's not gonna work. Let me add some more geometry to this guy. Let's go ahead, select all this guy. Let me subdivide again. Alright. Let me add a subdiv just to even see a little better of what I'm doing. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, I hope you guys are good. So yeah, just making art. Just making art just because I feel like it. Making art because I wanna. My Day Fridays. They are the best days, I feel. I just do what I want. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in today for my little live stream. It's gonna be fun, obviously. Let's see, so this guy's got, he's got 1, 2 eyes. So this actually needs to be smooth. And then this side needs to come out right there. And then, let's see here. I gotta try to like line this up right. I'm having a hard time lining it up. Maybe, like, okay, so that eye is gonna go there, and that eye is gonna go there, right? So that means that this needs to be lined up here. like that. Probably just need more geometry. That's what it usually comes down to. I try to get the most basic shape down first before I start sculpting away, you know? So yeah, we'll see. Alright. Yeah, you always get the most basic geometry done first. Then you start sculpting, you know? So like, just the most basic thing, like where the mouth is, where the eye slots are gonna go, that kind of situation, you know? Anyway, so yeah, it's fine. I don't want to add more geometry than I already have, not until I get to the sculpting phase. So let me just, screw it. We're gonna get in here and just start working on some symmetry lock. I like how he has teeth around his eyes. That's kind of cool. Anyway. Alrighty. So, what was I doing? Ah, yes. Let me get some nice... right there. But yeah. Happy St. Patty's. Woot woot. Yeah, my plans are not going to be anything extravagant. I'll probably go to a pub. Probably get like my 1 annual Guinness. Because I'm like, you know, trying to be a little healthier. But yeah, see how that goes. Let's see here. Alright, let me split this guy in half. And then I'll start working on the eyeball areas. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that just yet. There's so much to do. Alright, now I need to push into this area to make these tentacle things. He's got like, what, 1, 2... He's got 4 tentacles. Alright, no big deal. Let's see here. So this is a fun mix of sculpting and modeling that I'm doing here. It's kind of neat. Okay. So let's see here. So let me make sure I got the amount of geometry I need for the tentacles. So let's see here. We got 1, we got 2, 3. Nah, I could do it next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me go ahead and push this geometry in a little bit. I use the clay tool to like for softer impacts. Okay, that should be enough. Alright, so that's going to be the geometry for the tentacles, right? What else do I need? I need a little more geometry over here for the lips, but I can sculpt that in later, that's fine. Okay, I definitely need a bigger mouth cavity for sure. So let me go ahead and do that now. Okay. I like that his mouth cavity is like a mouth and then there's another mouth inside. It's kind of neat. Oh man, hats off to the creative team that designed this thing, man. Seriously, it's awesome. It is very alien. It's an aberration. Alright. Let me add another layer of geometry inside there. Okay, so I need a mouth inside and then another mouth, right? So that means that I need to basically create the geometry for that in here. Actually, to make life a little bit easier for people who want to actually 3D print this thing, I'm going to do a layer of extrusion inward and then down. There we go. So this will be the geometry for the inside of the mouth. And then this geometry will be, well, same thing, but the other side. So yeah, it's all about getting the most basic shapes down first, you know. So that's how we do. Okay. All right. Now I need the geometry for the teeth on the front layer, and then we should be good. So let me bring you down, and then this is the geometry for the mouth inside. Weird. Look what I did there. Oopsies. All right. Okay, so that's the inner mouth, and then I need geometry for this side right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and give you a layer of subdivision right there. All right, and then this will be the geometry for the teeth inside his mouth. So, a little bit there, and then layer of teeth right in here. Okay, and then I'll come back to that later, obviously. Okay, so we got that. Now let's go ahead and work on, so I got that base geometry. Let me continue working on this. Let's see, what else do I need? Well, he's got a lot of tentacles under here, right? So it's like kind of gross. So let me get that ready too. Let's see. I assume that I could do all of that right here. So let me just grab this. And let me bring it inside a little bit. Smooth it in first. Bring it in. Smooth, smooth, smooth. And then this will be the geometry for these tentacles. Not really sure how many there are. Let me see, we got 1, 2. I'm just gonna say 8. A little bit of creative license there. All right. Anyway, there's two things I could do. I could either sculpt them in a straight line and then rig them and then pose them that way, or I could just model them as is, already looking weird. This doesn't seem like the kind of creature that really needs to be rigged, so yeah, I'll just do that later. Alright, so this is where the geometry will come from later for the tentacles. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I'll do 6. Six weird looking tentacles all writhing around. It'll be fine. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, so that can be sculpted in, that can be sculpted in. Eyeballs. Yeah, let's get the eyeballs down. Just like the most basic things. Yeah, that could be sculpted in too, actually. Okay, I think, yeah, let me make these tentacles and then we should get into the sculpting phase. Shouldn't be too hard. All right, now it's time to definitely split this guy in half. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Making art because I feel like it. Making art because I can do whatever I want. Independent artist, doing whatever the hell I feel like. Do, 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 do. I love days like this where I just like, you know what, I just feel like making whatever the hell I want. I just do it. It's great. Oh, that reminds me. He has a center eyeball. Gonna need to keep that in mind. There is other artwork that shows this creature, you know, like without the metal thing. You see that right there? So I gotta keep that in mind. Alright. So let me go ahead and fix that real fast. Let me just add a little more geometry up here. Right there, like that. Okay. Yeah. So for like the actual details of this guy's like facial features, I was actually gonna use that other artwork. This is more just to get the side stuff, you know. Anyway. How was the stream yesterday? Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, what stream? I was like, oh yeah, duh, stupid. Yeah, and I went really well. For those of you who don't know, I took part in a live stream with another streamer, a VTuber, if you will, by the name of Melissa Belladonna. And she is awesome. She's just really, really cool. But yeah, she basically introduced me to her audience, and you know, we just hung out. I made art. I made a dragon. It was like a character that represented her character's wife in one of her D&D campaigns from way back. And yeah, I made like a silver dragon. It was just good. It was just a really good, fun time, you know. Chatted about D&D and just whatever. But yeah, she's super, super nice. Her audience was hilarious. Like there were some really silly people. But yeah, no, I had a really good time. If she like ever wants to do another stream, just hanging out, whatever, I'm always down. She knows that already. But yeah, no, it was a good time. Yeah. Yeah, no, she's no, they're definitely very different vibe. Because it's a VTuber and they have a different audience. Some people in the audience like didn't even know that like 3D printing like minis was even a thing, you know. It's like it was very much a explain how this works to a new audience situation, so it was fun. But yeah, no, they were great. It was a really good time. I really enjoyed it. But yeah. Yeah, no, it was cool. Hey, you know who else is cool? That's right, you're cool. Yeah. Oh, these tentacles have little dirty bits down there. You know, I might actually do some rigging anyway, just to add some variance once the sculpting is done, you know. I mean, I don't think most people would notice or care if the thing was, you know, kind of uniform looking, but whatever, it's fine. I mean, an Overmind is kind of Irish, right? I mean, it's got eyes, you know. The Irish have eyes. It's got teeth. That's pretty Irish, right? So yeah, it's very much St. Paddy's Day. This is right, live stream. It's true. So I actually am enjoying some Assam tea, and Assam tea is very, very Irish. So, you know what? There you go. That's my Irish appreciation right there. Yeah, my wife and I, we actually got engaged in Ireland, and yeah, beautiful, beautiful country, lovely people. Had a really good time. Wouldn't mind going again sometime in the future. I don't know when, but it'd be nice. But yeah, we got engaged on the Cliffs of Moher. And the Cliffs of Moher were actually sunny that day. That was pretty crazy. The locals were surprised. They're like, the Cliffs of Moher? They were sunny? It's a good sign. I'm not gonna butcher an Irish accent, so I'm not even gonna try. Do. Delicious, delicious tea. So I hope you guys are good today. Anybody doing any fun St. Patty's Day activities? You're welcome to share. That's nice. Well, happy birthday to her. Hello there, the Black Hybrid, by the way. Thanks for joining my stream. The Black Hybrid is one of the locals in the area. You know, actually, the Black Hybrid, while I got your attention, you know, I was just thinking the other day, like, maybe I should do a DC area, like, meetup with just, other patrons and stuff. What do you think about that? You think that would go over well, or do you think that'd be, you know, way more complicated? Nice. Cool. Have a good one. Yeah. I think if I were to do something like that, it would have to depend, like the size of the people who are interested would define like what kind of activity it would be. Like if it's a big like group, like if a lot of people are interested, then it would have to be something like, I don't know, at a pub, at a bar, reserve a space, something like that. But if it's small, then I would say like pick like a gaming shop or something, reserve a spot, and like, I don't know, order some food, and I like do like a one-shot D&D game or something, you know, and go from there. So yeah, it depends. Something to consider in the future. Something to consider probably when it's a little warmer too. Yeah, so we'll see. Something to consider in the future. All right, so we got that done. Yeah, I have no idea either. No idea. It'll be something. Alrighty. Okay, so we got that done. Let's go ahead and what's next? So these eyeballs are the next thing, but I would rather sculpt those. So I'd rather just do that. Okay, so I guess, yeah, the big tentacles will be the next major detail, because these horns I could just sculpt in as well. So that's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and make some tentacles. And given they're going to be wrapping around themselves and looking rather silly, then I think it'd be kind of redundant to continue the mirror function. So let me go ahead and just apply that. And let's make some tentacles. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. My wife, Jen, was nice enough to make that happen. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, something to consider. This is not a priority right now, obviously. It'll just be a fun, like, wouldn't it be neat situation. So we'll see how that goes. Extrude individual. Oop, no, I don't want to do that. Extrude individual. Smooth vertex. Okay. And then 6 tentacles. Hey, Boo!
Hi. I was going to offer you some Irish breakfast tea, but it seems you still have plenty.
Thank you, baby.
Left,
But no, I'm still good.
Okay.
But thank you.
No problem.
I love you.
Love you too.
You're incredibly sexy.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. We don't actually talk like that. That would be weird. Irish breakfast tea with Bailey's. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll definitely do that later. Though I don't know if I have any Baileys. We have not restocked our bar in a minute. Alright, so these tentacles are going to be wrapping around each other, right? So, yeah, let's go to town. Alright, we'll start with this guy. Oh, tentacles. They're so much fun. You just go crazy. No matter what you do with tentacles, as long as they don't look straight, as long as they're curved, that's all that matters. Oh, tentacles. Tentacles are great. They're great for grabbing things. They're great for, you know, just, they're great for decorations. They're great for being put in film in many, many mediums and modes. Well, maybe some forms of expression of tentacles might be a little questionable, but they're great. Oh, what's this? My first 4 thoughts at Nova Loco would be Tabletop Tavern in Manassas. I've been there, but it looks neat. Victoria Comics is a small venue in Falls Church. Boardroom, Arlington. Astro Beer Hall, Shirlington. Wow. Damn, did not know there were that many options. Well, it is a decent sized metropolis. Technically the whole DC, Maryland, Virginia area is by definition considered a mega city, so yeah, it makes sense. What about pseudopods? Yeah. Yeah, I figure she always considered the Maryland parts. Because Marylanders are people too. Kinda. Sorta. That's up for debate. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I got jokes. I got jokes for days. I have a couple of friends that are located in Maryland. One of my good friends actually just had a kid in Maryland, so yeah, good for them. Annapolis. I was there once. Nice town. Pretty naval academy. It does. It does have some nice spots. It's very pretty. Especially in the springtime. I agree. Making free art. La la la. So, yeah. Tentacles. Tentacles are great. I think this is probably one of the more visually intensive things that I can do right now when it comes to modeling. It's like I gotta watch all the angles, make sure it looks good, and etc. etc. Tentacles can do everything. Now I know that these tentacles are supposed to be like writhing around each other and stuff, but I'm gonna make sure that they stay angled in one particular direction, which is upward or downward in this case, and forward. That way this creature is just easier to print and won't depend as much on the supports once this guy's ready to go. Okay. All right. Also got to consider where the stand goes once this guy's printed. I figure the stand, well, you know, the tentacles could technically be their own stand, but that's too much of a risk of it breaking, especially because how small they are. I think what I'll have to do is I will have to angle these Yeah, I would have to angle these back just a little bit, and then I can go ahead and move from there. Indeed. So let me go ahead and just angle these guys backwards a little bit. Actually, having the tentacles in that format actually helps with the making it look like he's like flying forward. So there's that to consider as well. So let me just keep that in mind. Okay. There, that should be enough space for the stand to go in there. So that way it looks like he's flying. Yeah, it'll look cool. Mm-hmm. Yep. I honestly probably should design a new stand specifically for this creature. Yeah, so I'll get around to that later. Anyway, let's go ahead and yeah. Do do do. There we go. Nice. Nice. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. That is one handsome, handsome boy. Boy. I just recently was playing God of War Ragnarok. Excellent, excellent sequel to the first game. But yeah, I just like how Kratos says, boy. It's adorable. Also, character development and stuff. What? Pretty great sequel. Highly recommend it. Alright, that looks pretty good. I probably could add more tentacles, but like, it's fine. Yeah, it's good. It's pretty good. Well, I guess I could add another one. Somehow. Somewhere. I mean, I would put it like right there, I guess. Yeah. I got a feeling there's there's an adage to just throw in here where it's like, you can never have enough tentacles, Miguel. Come on. Yeah, it's true. It's true, though. It's true. More tentacles! Yes, more tentacles. Yeah, so I'll put one that's just interweaving in here, and then I'll do the same thing over here, and then that should be enough. So I almost forgot to mention, but I'm actually streaming on YouTube today. Woot woot. That's right, I have not forgotten about my YouTube account. I got one whole viewer. Hey there. To the one viewer on YouTube, I just want to say that you are an awesome, amazing person, and you are beautiful in every way. Remember that. In fact, that sole YouTube viewer, I just want you to know that there is 3 things awesome in this world: the artistic capabilities of humanity, tacos, and you. That's right. Congratulations. Okay, there's probably like more things that are pretty awesome in this world, but you're one of them for sure. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so there's a tentacle. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. And that one viewer is gone. You're like, too much pressure. Too much pressure to be that awesome, amazing thing. It's fine. Yeah, I just set up the YouTube account more like an archive situation, you know. But then YouTube gets really, really picky when it comes to what can be posted and what can't be posted. Like, just out of nowhere, they'll just be like, this video has been taken down. Like, oh, okay. I don't know. think it's because the music I pick sometimes is not safe. I don't know. Sometimes I type in like no copyright, and usually it's fine, and yet sometimes it still just doesn't like it, so whatever. I don't care. It's fine. As long as, you know, somebody watches and they're like, oh, this is neat, and they get to enjoy it for just a little bit, and it's like, you know what? I made the world a little bit better just now. There you go. Yeah, because I'm hardly what you would consider a professional streamer. I do this for fun. Oh, look, I got a question here from YouTube, actually. I came over here. How are you doing? How are you going to do the floaty eyes? Oh, floaty eyes? Oh, that's a whole other creature. I'll worry about that some other time. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to pull off. It's just a dumb little floaty eyes. Little minion things with a crown. But, I'm pretty sure those things are just, you know, those things are just like little minions or whatever. I would have to look at the stat block of the creature. I'll worry about that later. Alright, there you go. More tentacles! Alright, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and work on the actual details of the face. And the eyeballs and the horns and stuff like that, and the mouth and the teeth and all those goody goodies. Alrighty, so let's go do that. Alright, let me just save real fast. Let's go ahead and increase the geometry of this guy like threefold. And then we'll get into the actual sculpting phase. So save as Overmind sculpted. Oh, I accidentally saved the file wrong. That was dumb. Anyway, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get some real geometry in this sucker now. Okay, so we got a lot of geometry to work with now. So we're gonna go ahead and start working on some of the basic stuff. Let's get these eyeball indentations in first. Okay, and then we got a center eyeball right up here. Okay, come back to that later. All right, you know, I think it's almost about that time that I should start, like, actually, you know, like sculpting for realsy, like with the Dintobu tools. And a little bit. Let me just get some more basic mesh down first. Alright, let's get a different image in here now, so I can get more details on his face. Alrighty. We got some bulbous looking growths on him, that's kind of neat. One thing at a time. Alrighty, so we got some horns that gotta go in here. Let's go ahead and get that in there. just a basic mesh. Like we're gonna come back here later for like actually sculpting in here later. Get some horns on the side of his head. And then he's got some bulbous growths that are just coming out of his head, like little mini brains or something. It's kind of neat. Let's see what else he's got. Okay, he's got more like growths stuff. It's weird. It's kind of hard to tell whether or not they're like bulbous growths or they're like mini brains or something. It's funny. Alright, we got the eyeballs. Let's go ahead and work on some teeth. And those teeth can be sculpted in. We'll worry about that later. Let me see if I can get some basic geometry down though. Just the most basic stuff. Nah, I'll wait till I get to the Dintopu phase. Alright, what else we got? He's got horns. He's got horns for days, man. Right, obviously I don't know what's back here, so I'll just take some creative license and just say that the horns, they come together into like a nice little weave. Let's see. Down here it could be like just like, I don't know, tendril, like base mesh or something like that. Oop. Something like that. I guess here could be like another one of those weird brain growth things. There you go. Alright, that's kind of neat. Okay, now let's go and get into Dintopu. Let's go ahead and bring it down to a 6. Turn on smooth shading. I'll also add a madcap so I can see a little better what I'm looking at. So let's turn on madcap, red, that should be enough. It just helps with better understanding like what's going on with the thing, the way things are looking. Alright, let's work on some details. Let's do this. Start with the mouth and go from there. Oh, hello there, Zardoc10. I'm working with Blender. Good old-fashioned Blender. I'll get my blender on. Alright, let's get some teeth up in this sucker. Alright. I guess he does have technically a lot more teeth in there. I'm trying to keep it simple for 3D printing purposes, but I could do a little more than that. Alright, I'm gonna go back a couple of steps. Boop. Yeah, let me go back a little bit. I'd like, I don't know. Just get really in there. I don't like that last tooth. Let me fix that. Okay. Then got ourselves a nice little probably should have put in a little more geometry in there in hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. It's fine. Remember, this is to make it easier for 3D printing. For those of you who are tuning in who have never seen my streams before, just so that we're clear, you know what's up. This model is intended to be 3D printed. This is not for animation, video games. So I make some decisions when this model is created that you might think that doesn't, why is he doing that? I don't understand. Well, you'll see when this is done that this is meant to be 3D printed and it's going to have a unique effect. So, yeah. Alrighty, now let's make work on a teeth in the front. Oops, wrong brush. Nah. It was a worthwhile experiment, but ultimately futile. I'll go back and do it the other way. Cute. All right. Cute. All right, that's looking neat. I feel like this guy would have an extra layer of teeth in front. Yeah, why not? Nah. Okay. Neat. Alrighty. Do, 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 do. Alright, he's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. Really handsome looking fella. I guess it's time to get those horns in there, eh? Yeah. It's about that time. Yeah, it's a little strong. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. A little too weak. Just right. From the last texture, the voice of the fat bastard Rosbaros came to my mind. Get in my belly! Yeah? Nah, I like the angle of these to be a little more upward. Actually, yeah, the artwork has it that way too. It's a little more, it's a little too straight out. I'm gonna go back a couple steps. Should have inspected each one before I created them. My bad, my apologies. Let's do that again. That's a little better. Okay. Change my mind on that back pattern. Let's see. Looks like these ones on the side are kind of small. Let me look at the source image from the other artwork real quickly. Oh, there's like nothing there. I guess I was getting a little bit of a creative license there, huh? Meh, it's fine. Anyway, nah, I think it's fine right where it is then. If that's the case. All right, let's go ahead and add some more details then. Okay. This guy's coming along pretty nicely. Let's go ahead and get back to that original source image since I got some nice, texture going on here. So, where were we? I like that he does have like little itty bitty horns on the side, so maybe I'll just throw a little bit right there. Nice. All right. Let's keep going working on this texture. But yeah, this guy's coming along pretty good, right? Only took me an hour and a half. It's pretty good. Alright, next I gotta work on these little brain module things. That looks really neat. Not even sure those are actually brain things or whatever. It's just kind of funny. Let me increase the strength of this for like a little bit. It's pretty cool. Nice. Oh, he's got some horns on top of his head. I'll be sure to add those. Let me just add more of these fun brain blobs, like mini brains. That's fun. Cool. Oh, I probably should read the questions that are coming down. Sorry about that. The brown guy's account. Silly. As a fellow brown guy, I'm amused by that username. Anyway, he asks, do you have any more collaborations planned with other creators, VTubers, D&D peeps? Not really. No, nothing really planned at the moment. There's very spur of the moment thing that happened yesterday. We were chatting about it like the other day. We're just like, wouldn't that be fun? And then she was like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do a collab. Fuck it. So we just did it. It was very spur of the moment. But yeah, Melissa, Belladonna is really, really good people. And, it was just a really good experience. But no, I don't have any major collaborations planned anytime soon. I just go with the flow, So, maybe someday, I don't know. Just right now, nothing really planned. That reminds me, I need to do self-promotion, right? It's what you're supposed to do. Hello friends, this is MZ4250, and if you like what you are seeing and want to ensure that the works that I make continue to stay free, the link to my Patreon is in my chat, in the chat right now. I offer my patrons nice little perks though, so along with supporting an independent artist as he makes free art for the world, you also get to have access to all of my works in one convenient place. Because for those of you who don't know, all of my work is free and out there for the world to enjoy. But it could be a little difficult to download all of it, right? So yeah, I give my patrons a nice little perk to just have it all in one convenient place with my personal Google Drive. And then, I got a Discord, there's commercial options, request board, fun contests, things like that. So it's there for your consideration. And yeah, I appreciate your consideration for sure. Yeah, back in time for my promotion, yeah. There you go. Self-promotion. All right. This guy's coming along really good. This guy's coming along pretty good. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay. I'm glad that she liked that. Yeah, I really did like working on that chunky boy. He was a beholder that was influenced not by power or by greed. Nope, he just wanted snacks. Which I think we all can respect every once in a while, right? Alright, I think this guy's pretty good. I know there's a version of him that has like a metal, like, like a metal, like, mask or something, but I just felt like making this version that has just the face by itself, kind of like in the book cover, you know? So, there you go. Nice. Oh, he's looking pretty good. Alright, let's fix this up. Okay. So add some details to his tentacles, and we'll go from there. I believe that the other image had better, visuals of his tentacles. Let me go back. All right. Oh, perfect. So it's got some like clawy bits, and he's got some. Yeah, it's mostly just. Actually, no, it's mostly smooth. So this is probably fine. I'll add the clawy bits, but I don't need to worry too much about that. Seems a little kind of overdoing it. Okay, very nice. All right, let's add a little bit of texture to these things because it does have some texture on the tentacle. So we're just gonna go light with the what do you call it, with the this like soft texture. Just go across it just real gently. All right, looks pretty good. Okay, what a handsome, handsome boy. All right, so the mirror function is obviously not going to work on these tentacles because, you know, it was, these were individually modeled, so this will be a back and forth situation. Thankfully, there's not that many of them. All right. Alrighty. What a handsome fella. Oh. Look over here. This guy has like these little tusks. I didn't even notice that. I was so focused on everything else, I didn't notice the tusks. Is it the same thing in the other image? I mean, it's not a big deal. Yeah, no, it looks like he's got tusks. Bummer. Missed that. I mean, it's not a big deal. Very easy for me to pull that off. Oh, well, thank you there, Lord Lur. Appreciate it. Lord Lur. Yeah, so the tusks are easy. That's very easy to pull off. Let me go ahead and, does he have jewelry and stuff? He does have jewelry. Weird. Anyway, so yeah, the tusks are easy to put in there. It's not hard. All I gotta do is just, oh, it looks like he's got like little teeth and stuff. Ooh, fancy. I'm not gonna worry about the jewelry. Just gonna focus on the actual mass. So, to pull that off, it's pretty easy. First, I gotta turn off Tintopu, and then I just gotta build on this guy, basically, with the existing geometry. So let's see here. It's basically just a jutting thing that comes out and then points out, right? So, easy, easy peasy. At this point, I'm going to need some geometry, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this up to a 15. That should be enough. And then I'm just going to build from there. So... Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now let me push in a little bit right here. Then let me go ahead and flatten this area. Okay. Then let me add the, I guess you could call it side teeth. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Okay, then last but not least, the big boy, big old teeth, big chunker right here. We're gonna have his own geometry. Okay. Okay. And then, it could be a little stronger than that. Nah, I kind of like it being straight out. I guess I had it right the first time. There we go. Ta-da! Now he's got his little thing. His what do you call it? His tusks. Bam! I am good. I am good. All right. I think this guy's ready to go. What do you guys think? I hope you guys like it. It took me just under 2 hours, and I was able to make this bad boy. So, feeling pretty good. Hot dog. Thank you. Alrighty, so we're done with sculpting, and I think he came out pretty great. But now it's time to make him actually 3D printable. So that's going to be its own challenge, obviously. Let me go ahead and just add some final details, and then we'll be good to go. Thank you. I think so too. I think he is a fine collection, fine addition to the collection. Very nice. And yeah, I see that there is a version of him that has like a metal plate, but that's another quest for another time. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So let's go ahead and do some renders, and you know, this is a good, nice base model, and I will, let me just add a little more details, just a little more. I just noticed his lips have a little more detail. So let me just do that real fast. This is one of those situations where if I don't stop, I'm just going to keep working on this forever, and then I'll never be satisfied. So I need to definitely find a good stopping point. And this is definitely, I think, a pretty good stopping point. So it's time to pull away. It's time to pull away, amigo. This is good enough. Stop. Alright, well, I gotta see what it looks like rendered too, because, you know, people need to know what it looks like, you know, like the most basic look of this creature, right? So let's go ahead and see. I know, right? Nah, he looks pretty good. Alright, let me add a light under him because he's obviously flying. But yeah, man, he looks really good. Yeah. Nice. It's a little bright. Let me go ahead here. Let me bring it down a little bit. Bring it down to 50. All right, that's pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Let me go over here, bring it forward a little bit, bring that bad boy right there, and alrighty. Bring it up a little more over. Make one light. Just put it right here for like a little bit of occlusion. Like right there. Yeah. Just once again, so we're clear, rendering is not my thing. I only render things so people have an idea of what it looks like, but it's not really my, primary focus. So just so we're clear. All right, looks a little better. You know what we could do? What we could do is I could lower the brightness of this, right? And then take the eyes, these little lights, and just put them inside the eyes. That way it'll look like it's, glowing eyes or whatever. I don't know. Very spoopy, exactly. Also, I fully expect that this will not look good at all, so let's just get that out of the way. I still got to make this 3D printable, so there's that issue too. But screw it, whatever, man. And again, this is just for the vibe. I'm not really stressing about this too much. Alright, let's see how this looks. It's probably gonna look dumb. I don't know, we'll see. Just me just messing around. Yeah. Alright, let's see how it looks. Okay. That's pretty creepy. Not gonna lie. Let me lower the power of the center eye just a little bit. God damn it, that looks cool. Alright. I wasn't expecting that. Not bad, not bad. It's really funny when I like mess around, when I'm just like, I don't know, this is gonna look good, whatever. Who cares? And it's like perfection. But if I like, just like really give it my all, I'm just like, yeah, I just gotta do my best. And it's like, it doesn't look that great. I'm not. Like, I'm just doing black and white imagery, man. If I was a serious renderer, that would be its own stream. But like, I don't care about rendering. It just has to look okay. That way people will be like, oh, that's what it's going to look like when it's 3D printed. Okay, cool. Anyway, that looks pretty cool though. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there you go. Fuck. Excuse me. Poop. Sorry, didn't mean to curse. Let me call my wife over to look at it. Jan?
Yes, darling.
Come look at my art.
Aww.
He's a baby.
He's so baby girl.
He's a baby girl. Rah.
Wow.
You like it?
Yes, very
Yeah.
much. I especially like the second row of teeth behind the first.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, and if my patrons vote on this book when the next poll comes out, which I guess is gonna be like in a month or two, if this creature is, if this book is chosen, then I'll do the version that has the metal plate. So
That makes sense, yeah.
yeah. All right, that's it.
I
Love you.
love it.
Yeah.
I love you too. I love this. I would
Yeah.
love to see you print this in resin.
No.
I know.
Because then I'm gonna like use it against you guys.
I know, and then we'll die.
And then you'll die.
But like, wouldn't it be a great like Christmas tree topper?
It would. Whatever. Anyway, that's
Okay.
it. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Kill everyone. All right. Let's go ahead and take a snapshot of this guy. Okay. Now let me do that again. I missed some tentacle. There we go. Save as. Okay. All right. He looks really good. Yeah, Jen does have some good ideas. But anyway, guys, check it out. This is the Overmind now modeled, and I think it looks pretty great. So, once again, if you like what you see, my Patreon link is in the chat. And if y'all want to support me as an independent artist, the link is right there for y'all to enjoy. I offer my patrons access to all of my models in one convenient place, along with, nice little perks and stuff. Anyway, perks like commercial options, a Discord, request board, etc., etc. But yeah, there it is for your consideration if you want to support me as an independent artist. Okay, time to make this guy 3D printable. All right, here comes the fun part. So let's go save this again. Now save as Overmind for printing. All right. So let's go ahead and import. Well, first things first. How big is this guy as is? So let's see here. Overmind. Boop 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 boop. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see how big he is. Export STL Overmind 80 megs. 80 megs is not the worst, but it'd be best if he was a little bit smaller. So let me go in here and let me just cut the file size down a little bit. Let's go with, I mean, 80 megs is not that bad. I've seen worse. Screw it. I'll leave it as is. All right, let's bring in a flying creature marker. So large creature, flying marker. All right, let's bring this over here. Let's see. All right, let's see how much give can this guy take, let's see here. I want this to be big enough so that the thing floats on top. Okay, so the tentacles look good. And yeah, it's not bad. You know what I want to do though? Like, I want this to stay. I'm gonna modify the large creature size marker to A, make it look a little bit sexier, but B, so that way I can, you know, he can fly a little bit higher, and I can also make him a little bit bigger. Custom stand. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this a little bit taller, so that way he's flying a little more, but also gives him a chance to be a little bit bigger. Let's go ahead and select that, and then a little bit taller there, then bring it up, and then let's add some extra geometry there, and then add a subdiv surface to, there we go. That's a little bit sexier, a little bit nicer, a little bit smoother, not as choppy looking as the original one. Kind of looks like he's taking a leak. Alright, so now that we know, so now we made that a little bit bigger, let's go and make this guy a little bit bigger. And then we're gonna see about alright. That looks like a really good balance. He is really, really big, but not too big that he would break the stand. Trying to get it to just the right little amount. Okay, there you go. Now let's go ahead and make the stand, like the portion that like actually connects into him, a little bit thicker, because this is kind of thin. I feel like it's gonna break. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna select this geometry. We're gonna make it a little bit flatter, and then bigger, flatter, bigger. That's pretty thick. I think that would probably look okay. Yeah, that's not gonna break. That's gonna be fine. Okay. Yeah. And you know what, if people don't like the stand, they could just use the original one. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. That's a thick boy. Alrighty. Okay, let's go in here. Let's make sure that I think that's pretty good. Let me see if there's any intersection. No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, there's gonna be like a little bit of space there, but this is still, tell you what, I'll let me bring this down just a little bit. Right there. That's still enough to hold it in place and also not do any intersection. Alright, that's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Let's go ahead and export this guy. File, export, STL, selection only, and then over, I should call it, maybe I should add Overmind in front of it. Okay. Alright. Let's go and screw it. Let me give it even more geometry. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's apply that. This guy, let's go ahead and do a Boolean difference. Yeah, he's a thick boy. Screw it. I want him bigger. Alright. Let's see. So he needs to be forward just a little bit. It should be good. Alright. I'm not gonna do it, but I kind of like the idea of him like being like like he's flying towards you. But nah, you want him looking forward a little bit, you know, so you can, because he looks cool. I mean, I guess I could maybe angle him just a little bit. I guess angling him a little bit's not gonna hurt too much. Just because it looks like he's flying, you know. Also gives me a chance to make him bigger. Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, there we go. All right, so what am I doing? Oh yes, Boolean. All right, so what am I doing? Where is he? Ah, here it is. Boolean's it's a modifier. Silly me. All right, let's do difference and select the large creature flying marker, and then apply. And oh wait, I'm not supposed to do that. I have to do one thing first. Let me. I have to make this just slightly bigger, only so people have an easier time putting it inside the thing. Just slightly bigger. Okay, there. Alright, so where was I? Okay. Boolean difference. One more excuse to make it bigger. No, he's fine. He's pretty big already. And then apply. And then that should be it. Let's see here. Yay! There's the hole. That's right. It's the square hole. No, it's a circular hole. Alright, that's a big boy. Alright, let's go ahead and export this guy. File, export, stl, Overmind. Boop. I'm glad I made a separate file specifically for his printing, you know. It just keeps things easy. Okay, well, we're done here. Let's go and make him 3D printable. Alright. So we're going to use printables for our 3D printable file. Let me make sure that there's no errors in the file, though. I guess I don't need this artwork anymore. I don't know, I wrote larger. Silly. Alright, Overmind. Let's go ahead and load them up. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, no errors. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm really sorry about yesterday. Perfection. What happened yesterday? If you're talking about the stream I had with Melissa Belladonna, like, nah, I had a lot of fun. That was a really good experience. They're very friendly people. It was really unhinged. If I hadn't brought up the Kraken, you could have went through the rest of your life without ever knowing about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was... I was like, I don't need to know this. This is good. It's fine. It was funny. I was laughing. There's nothing wrong. I was okay. Alrighty. It came up in my Twitter feed. That's funny. Alright, so the hardest part to print this dude is this fella is obviously going to be the tentacles, right? Because these, yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, so because these horn bits, like those are easy. You know, the horns are actually very thick too. So like when you pull off the supports, you don't got to worry about that. It's the supports inside these tentacles that's going to drive people bonkers. So that's why I'm just not even going to bother. There'll be no tentacles because they're all pointed basically upward. This kind of has a little bit of an angle. Maybe a support will go there, but even then it's not going to matter. And the little guys won't need tentacles either. The teeth in the mouth, that's going to be a pain in the butt. But again, they are very, very thick. So pulling the supports off of this will be fine. So yeah. The tentacles, I feel, is more of a priority to not have too much supports in comparison to everything else. Because these things are easy. They're just teeth. Whatever. It's fine. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. I should hollow him, shouldn't I? Yeah, you should hollow him. He's a big boy. Alright, let me hollow him. Hollow! Alright, let's hollow this guy. Let's put a hole in here. A draining hole right in the little connecting area is pretty smart, I feel. So I'll put there. And put some under here. It's good to be tactical about these because like no one sees this area anyway, right? So, yeah. I guess one there. Doesn't matter. Alright, that should be it. Alright, let's go ahead and auto-generate. Alright, so it looks like the supports have generated. Let's go ahead and see what's needed. Okay, so that's not bad. That's pretty easy. People can handle that pretty easily, so I'm not worried about that. Let's see here. Okay, that's not necessary. Let's go ahead and get into manual editing. See, auto generation does a really good job, like 80% of the time it's pretty good, but sometimes it gets a little overzealous and it's like, I don't need supports there, silly goose. And I set my settings like that on purpose because there's some areas that like I will miss for sure. And yeah, it covers that pretty well. So, but yeah, no supports are needed there. That's silly. So that's not necessary. They're just little pointy bits. It's fine. Let's see. Again, this is unnecessary. No, this is stupid. This is not needed. Like, it's angled already enough as it is. That's a complete waste of material. We don't need that. Here, yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, so tentacles are good. Now let's go to the teeth. Let's see here. I think Now this should definitely have more than one. It's a pretty big tooth, so I should have two. These guys are probably fine. They're small. Okay, there's no need for supports in there though. They're pointed upward for Pete's sake. You silly goose. So yeah, those are fine. This guy definitely needs more though. I'm gonna put 3. Yeah, because it's pretty big. Also, actually, technically, this is part of like this foundation structure right here, right? So technically, this should have more. There you go. Anyway, all right. So those guys are good. That's fine. Yeah, this is such a small detail. It's fine. I'm not worried about those guys. Not worried about that. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, those should come out pretty easy. Okay, that's good. All right, let's go ahead and... Oh. Yeah, I'm just noticing a detail on this guy. Let's go ahead and apply these changes, but I just realized that I needed more geometry in the top eyeball. Let me go in here and let me just add a little more geometry. Sculpt mode, turn on Zintopu, and let me just go in here. It's one of those things where I need to make it a little bit smoother, you know? You don't want the eyeballs of all things to look a little too pixelated, you know, or polygonal. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Alright, that means I'm gonna have to redo the things I did with the supports, unfortunately, but it's fine. Yeah. Whatever, I remember at least. Yep. The process of actually making something 3D printable is, it's its own work. Okay, so yeah, I gotta go back and do this all over again. I'm gonna leave those. I changed my mind. It's fine. It's fine. But let me get rid of these guys because this is not necessary. Yeah, no problem. I try. I appreciate your support, especially if you are a patron of mine or former patron, whatever. You guys helped me at one point, so that's still good. That's the thing I like about my Discord is that there are people that are former patrons that want to stick around, and it's like, you know what, that's fine. It's not an exclusionary environment, you know. Alright, so I put 3 there. What else was I doing? I left these guys alone. What was something else that I did? Oh yeah, there was supports in the mouth. That was not necessary. I remember that part. Get rid of those guys. That's not needed. And there you go. And the holes were drilled in. Oh, look at that. I don't think this guy hollowed very well. Oh no, there it is. There's holes right there. Okay, cool. I was worried. All right, let's go ahead and apply changes. It looks like these holes did not, I don't know, it looks kind of hollow. Yeah, no, it's hollow. It's hollow. Okay. All right. So what's left? Oh, let me add some big supports at the bottom, just for the ensure the printability of this guy. So these are big boys. These are the ones that are gonna be pulling all the weight, literally. Yeah, I know. All right, so these are some big boys. These are some big supports. No, I messed up. There we go. Big boy, big supports, big ones. These are going to be the ones that are going to be pulling all the weight. They're going to be a little big, a little chunky, but they're necessary for ensuring survival of this model. So, boop. It's just extra security. And then put some big guys on the tips of these guys, since this is where all the weight is coming from. And then same thing over here. Boop, boop, boop. Given that these horns are so big, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's if a little bit of it breaks off, because like, it's fine, it's part of the look. All right, let's add a little bit more under here. Boop, 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 boop. Should be good. It should be pretty good. I think this is fine. This is more than enough support. I think a big boy should go here too. Yep. And I think we're good. All right, let's go and apply. All right, big boys. All right, it should be good. Let me do a quick inspection, just make sure that the drainage works out fine. All right, and let's see here. What? Okay, so that hole does actually drain pretty good. Nice. Right. Yep. All right, looks good. Looks good. Sweet. Sweet. All right, we're done. And Overmind pre-supported. Well, there we go, folks. All right, this was fun. Nice little short stream. I'm gonna go ahead and post this online, but I'd say that this was definitely a success. Yeah, I liked it. So this is a really fun model. I'll be posting this later on my Patreon, as well as on Printables and, you know, all the other usual places. But I'd say that this guy was definitely a success. I'm really happy with how he turned out. And yeah, all in all, pretty good stream, pretty good time. You guys, before I go, do you guys have any last questions for me before I start, you know, posting everything online and stuff and things like that? You guys got any last minute questions? Now is your chance. Yeah, that's true. The two mandibles do look like he's flipping him off. Yeah, no problem there. All right, guys, this was definitely a good one. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and post this online and then go from there. All right, y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. To people that tuned in on YouTube, obviously, thanks you for showing up as well.